In a world defined by flickering pixels and deafening crowds, there is a name that has become eternal. They call him the Unkillable Demon King, a living god of the digital age. But when the stage lights fade and the cheering stops, who is the man behind the glasses? Who is Lee Sang-hyeok when the game is over? Born in Seoul in 1996, his childhood was a quiet melody. An introverted boy raised by his grandparents and father, he didn't find joy in the noise of the streets. Instead, he lost himself in the silence of logic, mastering Rubik's cubes and teaching himself languages. Solitude wasn't his weakness. It was the forge where his legendary focus was born. From the humble arcade machines of his neighborhood to the vast frontier of the PC, destiny called his name when League of Legends arrived. It wasn't just a game. It was a canvas. A place where a quiet boy could finally speak through the lightning-fast movements of his hands. Then came the gamble of a lifetime. Quitting school to chase a dream that didn't even have a name yet. In a society that demands traditional success, he asked for his father's blessing to become a professional gamer. It took only 1 month for his father to say yes. That trust opened the door to a legend. 2013. A 17-year-old boy stepped into the light and changed everything. With a cold, calculated brilliance, he dominated the world stage instantly. The world had its answer. A genius had arrived. His first world championship was not just a victory, it was the coronation of a king. The years that followed were a golden empire. Back-to-back world titles, undisputed dominance. He wasn't just playing the game, he was defining it. He became the mountain that every other player in the world spent their entire lives trying to climb. But no empire stands forever. In 2017, the world watched the unthinkable. The king fell. The image of him weeping at his desk became a scar on the history of the sport. It reminded us that even a god of the arena is human, and even the greatest heights lead to the most painful falls. 4 years of shadows followed. Teammates changed, critics grew louder, and many believed his time had passed. There were seasons where his team didn't even qualify for the world stage. People began to speak of him in the past tense, as a relic of a bygone era. In 2023, just as a new spark of hope appeared, his own body betrayed him. A severe wrist injury threatened to end it all. For a man whose life is defined by the precision of his hands, this was the ultimate test. The fear of being forced to stop was more terrifying than any opponent. But the phoenix only rises from its own ashes. After 7 years of waiting and healing, he led a team of young stars to a miraculous victory on home soil. His 4th world championship was a message to the world. Form is temporary, but class is permanent. Then came the impossible. A 5th title in 2024. Despite being the underdogs, he proved he was the ultimate gatekeeper of the sport. In over a decade of play, he has never lost a major series to the strongest region in the world at this stage. He didn't just win the game, he conquered time itself. His greatness today isn't measured by his individual skill, but by his evolution. He transformed from a lonely prodigy into a selfless leader. He learned to step back so his team could step forward, proving that the greatest strength of a leader is the success of those he inspires. Away from the keyboard, he remains the simple boy who loves to read and live quietly. He is a living testament that an introvert can become a global icon, not by changing who they are, but by being so good that the world has no choice but to listen. His journey teaches us a profound lesson. Talent is only the beginning. To truly become a legend, you need the grit to walk through the darkest valleys and the courage to reinvent yourself when the world says you're finished. Resilience is the true mark of a champion. Who is he? He is the greatest to ever play the game. But more than that, he is a reminder that as long as the fire of passion burns within, you are never truly defeated. As long as he breathes, the king remains immortal.